Oh my God, we're warming up the algorithm. Hey everyone, welcome to Nicole Reacts, where I, Nicole, react to online marketing guru trainings that I find on the internet. My qualifications for SNARK are that I've owned a marketing company for the last 14 years. In addition to that, I've started a couple of businesses in that time. So I understand marketing both in the providing services side of things as well as the needing marketing services side of things. So today's person is Tanya Aliza. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm sure she will say at the beginning. She's one of those network marketing people. And I will say, I give this video the most realistic title I've seen so far in my reaction videos. So the video we're reacting to today, it's about 16 minutes long and it's called Social Media Marketing for Beginners, My 5-Step Daily Plan, Only 90 Minutes a Day. Now, I know what you're thinking. All of these network marketing trainings always say how fast it is to do online marketing. And I pointed out in other videos that, they're saying, oh, it's like you can schedule things and you can batch content and all that. But they forget that part of being on the platform is also interacting with people, which takes time. So I'm wondering if her 90 minutes is going to kind of get into that part of things. So, but it's a 5-step daily plan and 90 minutes a day. If most of your business is building business online, spending 90 minutes a day on social media does seem at least in the order of magnitude of possibility. So let's hear from Tanya or Tanya. We'll see how she pronounces her name about her social media marketing plan and how it's going to work for us.
If you have products and services that you sell, you have to be using social media in this day and age. And if you're not, you'll probably be left eating the dust of your competitors or the dust of your animal, your dog, your pet. Because I think all pets and animals have Instagram accounts now, right?
Okay, a little joke there. Okay, I like that.
But selling your...
I mean, it's not very funny, but at least it was an attempt. The other thing, too, is like, somehow the positioning of the sofa is bothering me. I don't know if she's like kind of side saddle on the couch or if she's sitting on the ground and the couch is behind her. But there's something about like I want her to like be oriented differently. Okay, could just be my particularness, but let's keep going.
Products and your services online, it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be fairly simple so long as you have the right steps. Now, this episode is brought to you by all of the people that filled out a survey that
All right. I did this with a video that I recorded previously. Who was it? What was his name? Darren. Darren? Yeah, I did this with Darren's video. I'm going to make a prediction about when she actually starts talking about the actual content that this is about. Okay. So we see this is 16 minutes long. I'm going to predict she starts talking about actual content at the 4-minute mark. So feel free to think about your prediction in this. Like around what time stamp is she going to start talking about the content? And yeah, let's see.
Recently sent out. And about 20% of my people asked for step-by-step instructions on how to grow their business online. So I put together a social media marketing for beginners step-by-step plan. And I will tell you that this is not just for beginners, but great if you are just getting started as well. Now, I've learned a lot since marketing.
This is not just for beginners, but great if you're getting started as well. I feel like beginners and people getting started are the same. I think probably what she means is that if we're experienced social media marketers, maybe we can still get something out of this. So here's hoping that's true.
My business, my products, and my services online since 2010. And these are the exact steps that I would implement if I was just getting started today. So I'm so excited for this episode. Let's get to it. Welcome to episode 244. My name is Tanya Aliza. If you have products and services that you sell, this is the place to be to learn how to attract more customers, to grow your brand, to grow your influence, and to automate some of your sales processes so that you can live a lifestyle that you love. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Make sure to tap that bell and get notified if you're watching on my YouTube channel, because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. And make sure to check the show notes below because I also leave a bunch of additional.
Oh, she's got a lot of like graphics, the little the little sequence, with her name and these little pop-ups. So this already has a lot more production quality than we're used to here on the Nicole Reacts playlist.
Awesome resources and tools that go along with the topic of the week's episode that you won't want to miss out on. Okay, so I have created over
Okay, we're at the 2-minute mark now.
The years a multi-million-dollar business. It seems surreal to even say that, but I sell a lot of products and services using very simple social media marketing strategies. And these are even, a decade plus into my business already. These are the steps that I would still, if I was just getting started today, still use in my business. And so I want to give you a really simple plan, even if you've been online for a while, maybe you're trying social media out, maybe you are just getting started in social media. I want to give you this really easy plan that you can implement into your business and in your life that takes between 60 and 90 minutes a day. And you can basically show up, grow your business on social media in 60 or 90 minutes a day. Head out to enjoy the rest of your day with the people that you love or other things that you love doing. This is not...
Or other things you need to do in your business. Okay, we're at 2 minutes and 58 seconds. She still hasn't got to the content yet. And I think I predicted 4 minutes. So I'm hoping she vamps a little longer so I win, but I also hope she gets started sooner rather than later as well.
A strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you where you have to be spending copious amounts of hours on your phone or on your laptop, because
60 to 90 minutes a day is still a lot of time. Like, I'm not... What I said at the beginning about it being realistic is I just mean that it takes time to do social media. 60 to 90 minutes a day is still a lot of time. I'm just acknowledging that.
Let's just face it, that's not what anyone wants to do. That's not what I want to do. And that's not having a life. And the reason why you're growing your business is that so you can have a life and have an impact in the biggest way in the world. So just to preface this is if you're the type of person that loves hanging out on your phone for hours and hours and hours a day, well, you can do that, but I'm not going to recommend it. Okay, so you need to have a plan and then you need to work your plan. So I'm going to give you the steps, but I also want to give you my planner and my tracker so that you can hold yourself accountable to...
She's going to give us her planner and tracker. I bet we'll have to put in our email address somewhere to get it, though.
The activities that you know that you need to do every day. So I put together a really powerful and information-packed freebie in this week's episode, because this week's episode is a juicy one, and this is going to help so many people. So to go along with this episode, as we fill in this workbook and planner, I've put together my social media business planner and tracker, and it is ready for you to download. It'll have all of these steps, and it'll also have a checklist.
So I clicked on the link to give her the benefit of the doubt that it would just be available, but I have to give my name and email. I'm not going to do that. But hopefully she'll show us what it looks like as she's going through it on this video. 4 minutes and 12 seconds in, and we still haven't started yet. So I'm already...
A 30-day accountability tracker with every day exactly what you need to do. And once you're done that activity, you can check it off and then move on to the next thing in your life and in your day. So this is a powerful tracker that will help you. It's free, and we put a lot of work into it. So you can go pick that up if you want it over on my blog at tanyaaliza.com/243. I'll leave a link in the description area of where you're watching this video, and you can click that link. It'll take you to my blog, and right underneath this video on my blog, there'll be a big yellow button that you can click and request access for free to my social media marketing planner and tracker. You can print out 12 copies and have a whole year of planning and tracking that will help you keep on track with your efforts on social media. So as we go through the steps here, pick up that tracker, print it, download it, print it, and hopefully that helps you. It's exactly what I do in my business. Okay, number one, you have to pick your...
Okay. 5 minutes, 11 seconds. Let's just say it started a couple of seconds earlier, though. Okay, so if you picked the 5-minute mark for when she started on the content, you win. I'm going to put something out there that sounds a little paranoid, but I'm curious if you'll agree with this. So you notice that Tanya was really polished. She's well lit. Her background isn't distracting. And she did not spend the beginning of the video adjusting the camera or typing in the wrong code, so she wasn't kind of bumbling around like Grant Cardone or Darren Kidd or Ray Higdon in those videos that I've reacted to on this channel. And my theory is that as a woman, if you show up unprepared, you're seen as incompetent. And so as a woman, we can't show up and say like, oh, like, can you hear me? And oh, is the camera okay? We have to instead build relatability differently than men do. Men do it, like I said, by these adjustments, but women might do it by if she brings up her kids, if she, like she saw like she kind of messed up what she was saying. She said, print it, download it. And she said, download it and print it. That was like a little bit playful that she left that in there. So, the whole curated imperfection thing, which is, a term coined by a BuzzFeed journalist whose name I'm forgetting, but I will link to the article about Rachel Hollis, where I think this word first appeared, this curated imperfection word, I should say. And I think that it might be interesting as we're watching the rest of it to see if we have some curated imperfection in here to build relatability, or if she's just going to be all business. But just acknowledging that she seems a lot more prepared for this video than other people have been for their videos. And I find that interesting. And look, she does the title thing, number one, and she might write what the number one thing is so we can visually organize ourselves.
Platform. If you try to be everywhere all the time, you're going to be spread way too thin, especially if you are in the beginning stages of growing your business on social media. So I always recommend the people in my world, if they're brand new on social media, stick to one platform. Even if you're not brand new on social media, focus on one platform, because where you put your focus is where you're going to get your results. Let me say that again.
Also, if you've got 60 minutes a day, you probably don't have time to teach yourself and be present on and create content for multiple platforms.
Where you put your focus is where you get your results. So where is it for you? And if you know, great. Some of you guys might be watching this episode right now and go, I know that I'm most present and my people are over on Instagram, or my people are on YouTube, or my people are on Facebook. Where is it for you? Where are you getting the most engagement right now? And where are you showing up most? And that's going to be your platform that I want you to focus on, at least in the beginning. We don't diversify unless we get the results that we're getting on one platform with sole all out focus. Now, I will link to episode 134 where I talk about how to pick the best platform for your business.
I like that she's pointing in her picture. She's like, hey, look at this.
And your products and services that you're selling. So if you're still not sure, check the show notes below and you will see a link to that episode and you can watch it.
Oh, so you're going to reference content and actually link to it in the show notes? Okay, I don't hate you as much as I hate the other people so far, Tanya. I'm just going to say that.
And that will help you pick your platform if you're still not sure where to focus. The second thing is you have to understand who your potential perfect buyer or audience is. Because here's the reality. If you're showing up on social media and you don't know who you're showing up for, it's going to be very hard for you to grow an audience. So you just have to think about, who do you want to be the go-to person for, and what type of information do you want to provide to that audience?
I guess I was expecting, she said a 5-step daily plan. So her saying pick a platform and pick your audience as step 1 and 2 is kind of weird to me, because like you're not going to do that every day. You're going to kind of do that at the beginning, and the work you're going to do every day is going to be on that platform and targeting those people. But we'll see if she frames this differently. But I still think that steps 1 and 2 are kind of BS here.
You can entertain them, you can educate them, you're posting for that person and you're doing purpose-driven posts. So you have to understand who that is before you even start posting. Now, if you're not too sure about who your ideal customer audience is, I'll make sure to link to episode 240 where I give you an exercise and a little workbook to help you to figure out.
I like all her pictures. She's just like in different like white outfits and posing differently. I wonder how many of these different photos that she has for her social content.
Who that is for you and who your best customer could potentially be for the products and services that you're selling. The third thing that you have to have clarity on is, what is your main money maker? So you got to think about congruently how all of these things work together, right? So the thing that you're selling, the things that you're posting, the things that you're posting for whom, right? So you got to think about, okay, if I post this and I'm talking about this type of information on social media and they click and they engage and they follow, how am I going to transfer that into a sale of whatever it is that you are?
I think this is her subtle way of saying that in network marketing, you make your money off of building a team. So, like, you should be spending your time creating content to attract a team. I think this is her way of saying that without saying that. So, like, think about where your money comes from. Yeah, that's obviously going to change your approach if you're trying to recruit people into your downline versus selling them, I don't know, ketones or whatever.
Selling. So we got to be a little congruent in everything that it is that we do. So think about, what is your main money maker? Now, you might want to even generalize that to help you a little bit more and make it a little easier for yourself. Like if your main money maker is in the world of wellness or health, then you can show up and decide to talk about all things to do with wellness or health.
Or maybe she's thinking that some people are in multiple network marketing companies, and maybe, like, if you're having an online presence, like prioritizing the company that sort of makes you more money to, like if you were in multiple multi-level marketing companies, maybe that's what she's getting at here. It's still not super clear.
Or you could even help stay-at-home moms with any kind of information that would be relevant to a stay-at-home mom, and transition some of your weekly posts into things that would be healthy alternatives for them and move them through the continuum journey with you to asking you about your products and services. So you got to know, though, what your main moneymaker is, the benefits of what it is that they provide somebody, because on your social media posts, you're going to be talking all about benefits, and you're going to be transitioning.
Yeah, if your main income is going to be as a salesperson, you should understand the benefits of your products and who they serve. Like, we're a little past halfway through this video, and I still don't get where we're going to get our 5-step plan here, but maybe she's getting into that.
Your posts that you're talking about the benefits of what your product or service does for people into a call to action for them to learn more, to figure out if they would like to buy from you. A lot of people show up on social media and they're just making posts, but they don't know why they're making posts. And I call those purposeless posts. You don't want to be a pointless poster. So you got to understand, why are you posting? Who are you serving? And what is the goal that you're trying to accomplish?
An example would be really great here. Like, here's an example of a post from someone I've worked with, and this is what they're selling. And as you see here, this is why it's super clear, that they're doing this thing that I'm asking you to do. I don't know. You're talking around it, when just putting an example up, I think, would make it clear to people.
And if you're selling products and services, or if you have products and services that you sell, the goal is to acquire a new customer. Number 4, I would recommend coming up with 30 content ideas for the month. So basically sit down one day a month, and I typically spend 90 minutes. So in the workbook that goes with this episode and the planner, you'll actually see how I plan this, and it's really, really easy. It doesn't have to be that difficult, but I come up with 30 ideas, and I only do this once a month. So I'm not challenged every day to try to figure out.
So it sounds like 90 minutes a day for the plan, which I still don't quite know if she's talking about the plan right now or if she's just laying the groundwork, plus an additional 90 minutes a month to plan your social media content for the month. So it's kind of more than 90 minutes a day here. Just pointing that out. If you take that, oh, I spend one day for 90 minutes planning my social content, that seems separate from the daily plan that she's talking about.
What to post. I sit down in one time block of 90 minutes. I jot down all of my ideas, and you'll see that in the planner when you download the planner. And then
show us on the screen.
Spend 5 to 10 minutes making that post based on that idea that I already came up with. So I'm not having to think on the spot every single day. I've already got that planned out. Now, in that planner, you'll also see that
you could show it on the screen. You could do a screenshot reference. There would still be incentive to download it because it would all be in one spot and I would be able to reference it easily. But then at least I would know what you were talking about.
3 posts a week, I have a direct call to action for people to learn more about my products and services. And I recommend that you do the same, because as great as a funny cat video is for your audience, and they'll probably love you for posting that and engage all day long, you don't just want to have funny cat videos that are flooding your newsfeed, because they are not going to help you make sales. The 5th thing is you want to time block your day and make sure that you have enough time to accomplish your money-making activities. And on the tracker that you're going to download in
money-making activities. So like prospecting new people for your team would be considered a money-making activity, versus posting a photo on social media is not a money-making activity, because that's more sort of stuff you're just putting out there. That's not like directly you seeking out money. I'm guessing that's what she's trying to get at here.
And see, when you pick that up, I actually give you your 30-day plan, and it's daily. So basically what happens is you can check off every day that money-making activity that you want to employ in your business. So the 4 things that you want to make sure that you're showing up and doing on social media every single day.
I thought she's a 5-step daily plan, but there's 4 things I do every day on social media. Okay, well, we'll see.
Is you're going to spend 5 to 10 minutes warming up the algorithm. And what that means is you're going to be commenting, liking, and engaging on other people's posts before you make your post. That warms up the algorithm and basically says, hey, I'm here, I'm active, so that when you post, you actually have people that...
Oh my God, we're warming up the algorithm. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I think it's kind of bullshit, but hear me out. So when I talk to people about search engines and search engine optimization, which is such a D-bag term, but it is what the thing is called. Search engines like a few things, when I overly simplify it. They like words on the website that people are looking for, so we call them keywords. They like it when other sites are linking back to that website, because, like, let's face it, right? If you had 2 identical websites and one has 2 links coming into it and one has 200, you're just going to assume that the one that has 200 coming into it is better because more people are linking to it. So, and the third thing that search engines want, besides keywords and links coming in, is frequently updated content. So let's say that you only update your website once every 6 months. What happens is the search engines have these bots, these crawlers, these spiders, whatever, and they're indexing the internet. So they'll come to your site and they'll kind of scan it. And if nothing new is happening, they'll say, oh, I'll come back in a couple of weeks to see if anything's new. They'll come back in a couple of weeks, see if anything's new, and be like, oh, okay, 2 weeks went by, nothing happened. Okay, I'll come back in a month. So you see where it's going, right? So your site gets less indexed if you don't update it as often. So if you're going in every day, though, and you're updating, especially, maybe around the same time of day, so that your audience can expect it. And so, I don't see why you have to comment ahead of time to warm up the algorithm. That kind of seems like bullshit to me. If you think I'm wrong, please comment, but that seems weird and unnecessary to do it in this order.
See your post. You actually get favored and your post is shown to more people, which is ultimately what you want. The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to create your post and post it. So 5 to 10 minutes. Look at your idea list that you wrote down and go, okay, I'm going to grab that idea. I'm going to create this post and I'm going to do this post. 5 to 10 minutes, do the post, publish it. The third thing that you want to do is you want to be present immediately to engage with the people that actually are engaging with your post immediately after you post it. This helps the algorithm as well get your post shown to...
I think being responsive to engagement, I think that's good too. I think that's fine. Creating the post, fine. I do think you could be, if she spent a little more time than the 90 minutes figuring out the content plan for the month, I think you could actually get some other stuff done. Like you could get photos ready to go, or you could make some social media graphics in like Canva or Photoshop or whatever. I feel like you don't have to necessarily do it in the day, but if it's like you want to create a daily practice where you're doing this every day, I yeah, that's fine. But the warming up the algorithm, that is the first time I have ever heard someone say that. And I have heard a lot of people talk about marketing.
The most people that it can get shown to. So what you want to do is make sure that you're creating two-way dialogue and conversation inside of the comments that happen. I always like to try to ask my commenters a question.
But all the online gurus say inside of. They all say inside of, and you know, it's one of those things where you're trying to figure out like where is the origin of this. Rather than saying in the group, they say inside of the group. So just in case you're wondering why I chuckle anytime one of these people says inside of, that's why.
So that they comment back when we started two-way dialogue. The social media algorithms love this, by the way. You also want to maybe go over to their profile, maybe like some of theirs. So you're engaging for 5 to 10 minutes on the people immediately that are engaging with your post after you make that post. And then the last thing that you want to do is schedule your day for either 30 or 60 minutes, depending on how your day looks and the time that you have that you can dedicate to this. But I would time block between 30 and 60 minutes a day to do active asking and active follow-up. So in your business, you have people all over on social media from all your posts that are asking, hey, can I have some more information? Or maybe
are they though? Are they asking if they can have some more information?
Left you a comment where you can ask them, hey, would you be interested in taking a look at this? I saw you dropped a comment on my post about XYZ. I'm curious.
And that's why I don't comment. If you're a network marketing person and you post content and you wonder why I don't comment on it, it's because I don't want these kind of messages.
Curious, we've got this really cool product that helps with insert benefits. And I'm wondering if you would be interested in checking it out. This would be
hey, so a little PSA here. If you're going to cold message people, first of all, I think it's gross, but I can't stop you from doing it. But I will tell you to F all the way off if you message me about one of the two following things. That you have a weight loss cure for me. So like basically you look at my body and assume I want to change it, or that you know more about my medical history or health than I do. Or if I have a friend or family member going through something and you try to message me to sell me a product that will help them. You are not a doctor. You are a boss babe who spent $200 on a kit on the internet. You don't know more than I do. You don't know more than my friend does about their medical condition. If you just like want to message me and say like, oh, I've been having more energy or sleeping better or whatever, I will politely turn you down. But if you do any of the two things I just said, I will tell you off. I will unfriend you. You are dead to me. Okay? And I think a lot of people are feeling similarly tired of this crap.
Called active asking. And we always need to, if we're not in a place in our business yet where we have all these people coming to us and, you know, we've got business for days, you know, customer orders going on for days, we need to make sure that we are actively asking to prime the pump. All right. So I schedule out 30 to 60 minutes to do my follow up with the people that are in my pipeline and to do active asking reach outs. Okay, so this exact plan, you guys, I would do this if I was just getting started today, knowing what I know now and being in business for over a decade on social media and creating a...
Okay, so she's not doing social media marketing for 90 minutes. She's doing social media for approximately 30 minutes and then prospecting people, like so doing sales using the social media platform for 30 to 60 more minutes. Okay, that's sounds a little more on brand for these people.
Multiple seven-figure brand and business. This is exactly what I would do. And I got you covered. I've got the planner. I've got the tracker all ready for you on the blog where you can
you want me to download it,
work in it, and it can hold you accountable to the activities that you know that you need to do. I challenge you to test this out over the next 30 to 60 days and see the impact that it has in your business. I know that it will have.
So I'm just going to say this. If you put 90 minutes a day into something and you weren't even putting close to 90 minutes into it beforehand, you're going to see some improvements. So for example, if I have a client who comes to me and they haven't done any marketing and we start doing marketing for them, if we look at their website traffic before and after, it's like, it's a big difference, but it's because they weren't doing anything to drive traffic before and now they're doing something. So we definitely see an improvement. So it's not that her plan is foolproof. It's that you're putting time and energy, 90 minutes a day worth into something. So of course it's going to change. It might not change to the level she's implying here, where like you can just be a multimillionaire or something, but she hasn't said that directly, but we know what she's getting at.
A major impact if you actually do the activities.
Major
so you can
impact.
Go pick up that planner and tracker absolutely free over on my blog at tanyaaliza.com/243. All right, Rockstar, it is time for our champagne moment highlight of the week. This is where I take one of our valued comments that have come in from our followers in any one of our communities, and they share how my training has actually been able to help them in their world. I love you guys for sharing the comments. We try to highlight you each week in our episodes. Now, this champagne moment highlight of the week comes in from Rena Schaefer. It actually came here on my YouTube channel, and she says, I've watched about 5 of your videos and I'm hooked. I love the value and your authentic delivery. Thank you, Rena. We really appreciate your comment. Thank you for sharing that.
Her graphics, while not my taste, like not my personal taste, they're good and they enhance the broadcast. Men, take note.
And thank you guys for your comments, your likes, your shares. I truly appreciate it. And I really, truly hope that you're getting value each week when I show up for you. All right. I hope you got value. If you did.
I used the same background song in my video tour of my co-working space.
Make sure to share this with anybody else that you think would love this content. Give it
It's royalty free, obviously, as long as you obviously link the track.
A thumbs up, drop a comment, and I will also make sure to link to 2 other social media marketing for beginners, or, you know, in general, social media marketing videos episodes that I have for you here. And I will see you next week on Tanya Aliza TV.
All right. So as usual, we haven't learned too much, but I am somehow less annoyed about it because she at least put like a little bit of production value into this with the graphics and the editing. And it was just a lot more clean than some of the dudes doing this kind of thing. Gentlemen, take note that you too could put production value into your videos before you upload them to the internet. So what did we learn from Tanya Aliza today? Well, we learned that we should concentrate on one social network. We learned that we should think about what audience we want to reach. We learned that we should spend some time generating ideas for content, like at least once a month, a nice kind of sit down session of brainstorming so that when we're doing our daily stuff, we have something to reference and ideas ready to go. We learned that we should spend some part of every day doing income generating activities. And we learned we have to go to her website to see the tracker or the planner, and she's not going to show us anything in the broadcast. All right, so I just did a little deep dive here on Tanya Aliza's social media and online presence in general. I want to go over some stuff with you. First of all, when I look at her name, we see with the keywords everywhere that she peaked in around 2017, 2018-ish, and she's been kind of downtrending since. So it looks like she had her little 15 minutes of fame there. What's interesting is that when I clicked the link on the YouTube thing that said to go to the planner, I get to here and, you know, click the daily planner. I have to put I'm not putting my email in. I don't want this person having my email. And if I scroll down, I see that, you know, she's been doing stuff since 2010. And the second paragraph says, I've been able to build a multi-million-dollar business using social media in this simple plan. Okay. What is that business though? What's the name of the business? So I thought, you know what? If we look at the URL, it says training.tanyaaliza.com. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go to her. So this is what's called a subdomain. So it's training.thedomain.com, right? So you can set up subdomains for things. You know, usually if I'm doing a demo site or something, I'll set it on a subdomain. So this is her main site. And if we go here, so the No BS mentor to smart marketers, right? So we have training episodes about work with Tanya, programs, client love, contact, and gear. Okay. So she looks like a marketing consultant here, right? She doesn't look like she's selling anything in network marketing, right? We don't see it. So let's click work with Tanya so join Tanya's network marketing team. Okay. Hire Tanya as a coach, hire Tanya to speak. So looks like these are her kind of 3 streams of revenue. And it's funny because in that broadcast, she talked about selling products and services. So I'm guessing her products are the MLM products, and I guess her services are the coaching and the speaking. I would be so curious the income breakdown between the coaching, the speaking, and the network marketing team of her products sold versus her downline revenue. Okay, so I'm guessing her team makes her most of the money, which allows her to not work most of the day. So let's learn more about personally working with Tanya. Join Tanya's. So it's on here, but it's not front and center. And we still don't know what company she's with, right? We still don't know. I'm just applying to work with her. I'm just looking, apply to learn more. And so she's doing the sales page thing where she adds the apply to learn more link. Is she going to tell me request more information to work with Tanya? Only fill out this application, request more information on working with Tanya on her network marketing company. If you're looking for Tanya's coaching options, please go here. Okay. So I'm just looking for again, what's the name of this? So literally, I thought you'd appreciate this. So if I went to what MLM, and before I had initially filled this in, I just wrote what MLM is Tanya, and then it auto-filled in the rest, probably because it knows what I'm doing. So I had to go here, okay, and see that buzz.shiftingretail.com episode about Tanya while she learns about Modere. Okay, so she's in Modere. And here we go. The fact that I also, on her website, what network marketing company? Personally work directly. Why not just say what company you're with? It's so weird these people want to hide this. Now, I also just kind of looked and I thought, okay, well, maybe it's on her Instagram, right? Or maybe it's just not on this website, right? Because a lot of these people have this, these beacons pages or these, this is a link tree. So link tree and beacons allow you to make this kind of mobile friendly page, and people link to them on Instagram or TikTok because that's kind of mobile. And so obviously this looks pretty good on a phone screen, and it's just buttons that get you to places. So we have a free download, get registered for the Revenue Multiplier web class, join the Millionaire Morning Routine workshop, subscribe to the YouTube channel, grow your online business, and then the top one is do Instagram hashtags really matter anymore. Okay, so she doesn't say it here either. So then I thought, well, maybe it's on her Facebook page. Maybe she's just more straightforward about it on her Facebook page. So no, she's a public figure. No BS mentor. She has new episodes every Monday. Grow your business and live your dream lifestyle. I don't know. If you're weird about telling me what company you work for, that makes me feel weird about working with you. Just gonna put that out there. So I don't think you have to join her mastermind or anything. I think if you spend 90 minutes doing anything in a day, if I spent 90 minutes saying, I'm going to get better at baking. I'm going to watch baking TV shows. I'm going to be finding recipes. I'm going to be trying out recipes for 90 minutes a day. I'm going to try to be a better baker. If I did that for a month, I would be a better baker. So if you spend 90 minutes a day creating content and, going live and making short videos or whatever for social media, you're going to be doing better on social media at the end of the 30-day period. You just are. You don't need her plan to do that. You just need 90 minutes a day, which is a lot. So thanks so much for watching. If you have anybody that you'd like me to react to, whether it's a guru or a specific video, please leave it as a comment on this video. Or if you're more shy, you can send it in the contact form of our website, where I will not force you to give your email address and join our email list to contact me. There is a little checkbox you can check off if you want to sign up for the email newsletter, but it is auto unchecked off because I'm big into people opting in. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And if you enjoyed this, go check out the Nicole Reacts playlist. And I do hope you'll consider subscribing. Take care and see you next time.